How's it going, everybody? I am the Texas Man. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And of course, we're going to be continuing on reading through The Nightmare Room. This course is going to be part number 2. So make sure you guys actually check out part 1. Here, I'll let you guys in a minute. See, I actually have pictures in my books. I've got pictures. Oh boy. Yeah. For some reason, people really enjoy when I have pictures in my books. So don't ask me why. So we're continuing on. Make sure you guys, of course, check out part 1 of The Nightmare Room before continuing on here. And if you guys are reading along with me, I will be picking up with Chapter 4, The Return. Here we go. Chapter 4. The Return. The year was currently 2033. The time was 8 a.m. The date was July 1st. The event that was taking place was a family of 3 sitting down at a breakfast table, chewing and swallowing down Sarah Taylor's homemade pancakes, scrambled eggs, and crispy bacon. Makes me hungry. Ding dong! I'll get it, Ryan. I'll get it, said Ryan, Sarah's only son. Ryan was a 13-year-old boy with a heart of adventure, so when there was something to do, you could count on him to have the energy to do it. Ryan unbolted the front door of the house that his parents were still trying to sell for the past few years. On the other side of the wooden door stood an older man. Is Sarah Taylor here? Asked the man. Yes. And you are? Replied Ryan. My name is Doom. Dr. Doom, answered the man. Doom! Exclaimed Sarah, running past Ryan through the doorway and in front of the elderly man. It's great to see you again, said Doom. Hey, honey, who's this? Asked Ryan's father, walking towards the front door. Ted, this is Doom, and he's my stepbrother, said Sarah. Doom greeted Ted and allowed the man of about 85 to enter the house and join the family for breakfast. Just a cup of decaf. I already ate breakfast a few hours ago, said Doom, sitting down in a wooden chair. While Sarah made Doom's cup of coffee, Doom began a conversation about why he actually was here. How long has it been since you put this house up for sale? Asked Doom. To be honest, we've lost track, said Sarah. Sometimes we forget about us even having the for sale sign outside, said Ted. How much? Asked Doom. What, you want to purchase this house? Asked Sarah. Yes, answered Doom. Why? Asked Ryan, finishing his last strip of bacon on his plate. I don't have any family around back in Chicago, and it is getting harder to pay the rent, replied Doom. 45,000, and no less, said Ted. Honey, he's my stepbrother, so can he have a discount, said Sarah. I'll take $40,000 if you give it to me in cash, said Ted. I'll be back in 2 days, said Doom, shaking Ted's right hand. Doom received his cup of decaf and listened to Ryan as he talked about his life. After about 20 minutes, Doom said goodbye to the Taylor family. I sense something evil about him, said Ted. Don't say things like that about my stepbrother, said Sarah. Sorry, sweetie, but you know I can see through people, said Ted. Just try to show your gratitude, said Sarah. At least we can leave the small town and move back to New York City, said Ryan. The time was now 8:30 a.m., and it had been 2 days since Doom agreed to purchase the house, which is the one Chad was defeated in. Currently, Ted and Ryan were loading the van with their final belongings. Dad, Doom is here, said Ryan to Ted. Ted and Sarah greeted Doom and said their final goodbyes to the house that contained so many of the family's past memories. Thank you, Doom, said Sarah. Yes, without you, we would never have been able to leave and afford New York City, said Ted. You are welcome, and thank you for allowing me to live in this house, said Doom. Ryan and Sarah entered the van, while Ted gave Doom something he should have never done. Ted gave up the key to the door to the Nightmare Room. Ted explained to Doom to never enter the room unless there was an emergency. Why? Asked Doom. There is an evil spirit that haunts that room, replied Ted. Ted entered the driver's side of the van and began to drive to New York City. Doom placed the key in his pants pocket and entered the empty house. He walked through the kitchen and walked up the stairway to the floor that housed the room with the remains of the Revolution mirror. Doom entered the key into the doorknob and unlocked the door. There, on the wooden floor, lay the chest that once contained the Revolution mirror and the mirror in a pile of glass. At last my time has come to reign over this planet, said Doom. Doom placed both of his hands over the pile of broken glass and spoke these words: "Repair yourself and aid in the ruling of this world." Suddenly the glass began to move around. It was starting to repair itself into the Revolution mirror with a wooden handle. Within 10 seconds, the Revolution mirror was back in action. "Now, I summon the one that you have been holding prisoner to come out of his cell and serve me," said Doom. Bright lights began to flash out of the Revolution mirror, and within seconds, Doom could see a regular human standing on the Revolution. "What is your name?" asked Doom to the man. "Chad Taylor is my name," said the man. "Are you Ted's brother?" asked Doom. "Yes," answered Chad. "I am your master, so I order you to locate Ted and kill him while I prepare step 2 of my plan," said Doom. Chad transformed into a nightmare creature, left the house, and using his wings began to search for Ted. While Chad was searching out his brother, Doom was using his special powers to zap a gas out of the Revolution and began placing it into missiles in the backyard. "How far are we from New York City?" asked Ryan to his father. "At least another day," said Ted. "Can we visit the amusement park called Cedar Point?" asked Ryan. "Possibly," said Ted. Kapop! Everyone in the van looked to see a strange creature on the hood of the van. "Hey, Ted, I'm back from your trap," said the nightmare creature. "Chad?" asked Sarah. "Yes, and I'm here to kill Ted," said Chad. Chad, with his powers, charged at Ted that was driving, and so the duel between the two brothers began. "Ryan, grab my shotgun in the back," said Ted. Chad smashed the front window and grabbed a hold of Ted's throat. Sarah grabbed some glass and stabbed it into Chad's arm that was trying to choke Ted. Chad roared loudly and released his hand from Ted's throat. "I found it," said Ryan, with the shotgun in his hands. "Blast him!" said Ted. Chad looked at Ryan and realized he was about to be blasted to death. Chad, using his wings, flew off of the van. "Where'd he go?" asked Sarah. Ted looked through his rear-view mirrors and saw Chad flying right behind the van. "Ryan, open the back door and take him out," said Ted. Ryan did as his father told him. Chad could see Ryan moving around, so Chad began to fly lower and begin the cargo carrier, and behind the cargo carrier that was hooked up to the van. "Dad, is he behind the cargo carrier?" said Ryan. "Yes, and perfect," said Ted, putting his foot on the van's brake. Smash! Chapter 5. World War III begins. Chad had crashed into the back of the cargo carrier. "Toss the shotgun to me," said Ted to Ryan. Ted, with the shotgun, stepped out of the van, along with Sarah and Ryan, and slowly walked towards Chad in his nightmare form. Ted moved closer and closer towards Chad, with his family far behind him. "Look," said Ryan. Chad was transforming from his nightmare form into a regular human. "Surrender, Chad, or else I'll have no choice but to shoot you," said Ted, pointing the barrel end of the shotgun at Chad's head. "I give up," said Chad. "Now, what's going on?" asked Ted. Chad explained to Ted, Sarah, and Ryan the following. Dr. Doom has superpowers that he used to repair the Revolution, and Chad's evil side was used to attempt to kill Ted. To kill Ted. Chad wanted to aid Ted in stopping Doom's plan, and that he was slammed into the cargo carrier. It allowed him to be snapped out of the evil that was controlling him. "What is Doom's plan, and why is my stepbrother doing this at all?" asked Sarah. "Doom plans to harvest the gas that is inside of the Revolution that turns humans into nightmare creatures like me," said Chad. "Then what?" asked Ted. "Doom will then place the gas into missiles and launch them into the atmosphere and begin World War III, said Chad. Not good, said Sarah. What happens to humans and other creatures after the launch? Asked Ryan. It will kill all animals, destroy crops, and turn the water into salt water that will taste worse than the Dead Sea, said Chad. What happens to humans? Asked Ryan. It will cause humans to turn into a nightmare creature permanently, not allowing a form change like me, replied Chad. Luckily, those that are underground or wearing face masks will be untouched, Chad continued. Why is my stepbrother doing this at all? Asked Sarah. I don't have the answer to that question, answered Chad. We must stop Doom from completing his plan, said Ted. The family of four entered the van and prepared for the long drive to the house to confront Doom. Doom had finished his plan and had set a clock for 9 a.m. on July 4th, 2033. It was now 8:45 on July 4th, 2033, and the van arrived at the house. We are here, said Ted, driving the van up to the house. The group looked to see the arsenal of missiles in the backyard with a deadly gas contained inside of them. Chad, I ordered you to kill Ted, said Doom, exiting out of the house's front door to greet the group. Why would I kill my brother? Asked Chad. Doom, you're my stepbrother, so why are you doing this? Asked Sarah. I wanted Ted to be killed because I knew he would try to stop me, said Doom. Sarah, the reason I am doing this is because I'm not your stepbrother. In fact, I'm not related to you at all, said Doom. Why are you trying to change humans into nightmare creatures? Asked Ted. The reason is that I want humans to enjoy living with superpowers, said Doom. Why do you want to do any of these evil deeds? Asked Ryan. I am the first one that entered the revolution because my father created it, replied Doom. The family of four was in shock. I plan to have my revenge because of my father, so I'm giving the human race a gift so they can suffer like me with this curse of being a nightmare creature, said Doom. Doom transformed into a nightmare creature, and Ted attempted to shoot Doom with his shotgun, yet Doom flew away too fast. The group quickly put on breathing masks from the van and raced to the backyard to stop the launch, but it was too late. The group watched as the missiles launched and the war began. So it begins. The world is now at war, said Ted. And that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to end up dividing the Nightmare Room into 4 parts. I'm changing it right now because chapters 6 and 7 are kind of lengthy. So I'm going to do both of those as part 3, and then I will save chapter 8 and 9 for the last part. So I'm going to end the video here. I know this is kind of shorter than normal, but the next part for chapter 6 and 7 is probably going to be really long. So I'm going to end the video here, and I appreciate you guys all watching. If you guys liked it, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.